Welcome back to another Monday morning scouting report. This week, we're going to be covering Zach Edey, a 7'4" center in his sophomore season at Purdue University.
All things considered, just an impressive job for Greg Gard and his crew. So now Travion Williams going to throw a baseball pass down to Edey. Boy, that was well executed. Holy cow.
Zach is such a unique prospect because of his size and offensive ability, already in the 97th percentile of all NCAA players offensively, but defensively, Zach is in the 49th percentile, highlighting his issues when leaving the rim as a help defender. That is why Zach is such an interesting prospect. The stark contrast between his really high upside offensively and the worry about hiding his floor, which is really his defensive liabilities. Offensively, Zach has been a stud all season. He's in the 91st percentile of all NCAA players on post-ups and in the 86th percentile on offensive rebound putbacks, showing how effective he is finishing at the rim. An interesting thing about Zach is that all of his offensive possessions are in the half court, which highlights that he's probably one of the last few guys to get down the floor. And so when he goes to an NBA team, it's going to take a team that likes to grind it out and play in the half court. Or Zach is going to have to continue to improve his athleticism and his quickness on the floor to be able to compete at a higher level in the NBA. Zach's offensive numbers are staggering. He's averaging 15.6 points per game in only 17.7 minutes. That's good for 35.2 points per game per 40 minutes. That's probably first overall in the entire NCAA, at least more than the top overall scorer, Keegan Murray. Zach also averages 7.5 rebounds per game in those under 18 minutes he plays. If you extrapolate that to a 40-minute game, he would be averaging 16.9 rebounds. So you can see his production is incredible for the amount of time that he plays, but he's obviously not able to stay out there because of his defensive liabilities. Let's get to the skills that make Zach special. He's got a really strong base, a wide one. He doesn't get pushed off his spot, and he can always call for the ball outside because of the amount of space that he takes up on the floor. Zach has really good hands. He tends to catch the ball cleanly even with one hand and has good touch in the paint as well. For his size, you don't find guys with that level of coordination. I still think he can improve his touch and post moves a little. One thing I think that's really improved with Zach is his patience in the post. He's getting more used to teams double teaming him, getting used to recognizing where the double's coming from, and making that quick decision rather than holding on for it too long and either turning it over or taking a bad shot over two defenders. One thing I really love is that Zach looks to seal really deep. He makes sure that he's within a dribble or two of the rim when he catches. And I still think he can improve as a sealer, looking to reseal and repost himself so that he finds a better angle where he can be fed the ball. Right now, I think Zach more relies on his sheer size to be able to seal and hold defenders off and create that angle. But I'd like to see him work a little more to create a better angle that he can seal and finish at much quicker. I'm not sure Zach will ever be that flexible, but I imagine his hip mobility can improve. And based on his rate of production over the last few years, he's only gotten better at a staggering rate. So there's no doubt that he can continue to get better and improve his mobility and athleticism, as it's incredible having seen it live. So why is Zach worthy of an NBA draft pick? Well, his sheer offensive ability, size, and coordination is so unique. Teams look at guys like Boban Marjanovic and think, well, he's doing all he can at his size. Well, Zach is an athletic and coordinated version of those types of players. And Zach actually has a lot more upside as well because, again, the rate that he's improved at. Zach's rate of improvement has been drastic. Having seen him in high school, it took him time to even bring the ball up from low to high, let alone finish, as well on his free throws. He went to IMG, he really improved. Purdue wasn't sure that he would play, and he gave them no choice. So the conundrum on Zach is really, is it worth taking a guy with such high offensive upside if he may never be able to defend the way we want him to defend? As well, he plays a half-court style and an old school NBA style as a post-up big. It's going to take the right team to take him and develop him and turn him into a stud. But I believe in Zach because I know Zach believes in Zach. And he's going to turn into a real NBA player with starter potential in the league. And that's why I think Zach Edey is going to be a first-round pick in this year's NBA draft. His upside is just too high to worry about the defensive liabilities that are there. He's almost automatic, shooting over 70% from the field when he catches it deep. After becoming a first-round pick, I think Zach Edey's going to be more than just a serviceable NBA player. I think he has starter potential and maybe higher. If he continues to develop at the rate that he's developing at, there's just no limit. And that's why 5-leaf Zach Edey will be a late first-round pick in this coming year's NBA draft. His upside is just too high to worry about his defensive liabilities. Thanks for tuning in to another Monday morning scouting report, and stay tuned to next Monday for another episode.